Dear students, yesterday we started the story Salvatore by Somerset Maugham. We also had a look at the author, his background, different styles he uses, and what are the speciality about his writings. And we also said that how he begins the story in a very special way, intruding at the beginning saying, I wonder if I can do it. And at the end, the last paragraph, he says, I started saying, I wondered if I could do it. Then he explains what is it that he could do it and concludes saying that Salvatore possessed a rare quality called inherent goodness. And he wanted to hold our attention till he draws the portrait of Salvatore. So what is that portrait he drew? That is the story of Salvatore. Today we shall look at it. We'll have the story in detail in the sense, let's try to put across to you the main things. I will not be able to read it out word by word and explain it. That is possible only in the classroom. Here, the main things will be touched upon. You'll have to do the homework. Yesterday I asked you to read the story at least once. Hope you have done it. If you read it, then you'll follow, otherwise you may not. Let's look at the story. Salvatore at 15, the author says that he knew Salvatore as a young boy of 15. What was his interest and what was his entertainment at that age? You know that Salvatore was son of a fisherman, and therefore his familiarity with the sea was very much known. He must have been going with daddy, sometimes to watch and later to help him out in fishing. So he must have spent hours and hours, days and days in the beach. Naturally, he should have learned swimming and boating and other things. So the author says he was a jolly, carefree boy of 15. He was a jolly, carefree boy of 15. Very happy, carefree, did not bother about anything. Nothing worried him. His world was a limited one. A sea, seashore, his home, his coming and going. Very limited world, and he was not bothered about anything else. So, he was a jolly and carefree boy. He loved certain things he loved as a boy. What were they? He loved to swim, climb rock, play around, and cared for his younger ones. Like any other boy of that age. Being the fisherman, he was familiar with the sea, so he enjoyed swimming. Climbing rock, playing around, that were things that made him happy. And one special quality is he cared for his younger ones. Not every boy cares for his younger ones, especially when they reach the age of 15. As they grow old, reaches 8th class, 9th class, 10th class, their love for the younger ones will disappear. But very strangely, Salvatore cared for his younger ones when he was 15. That's the first stage. Now you go to the second stage. Salvatore, as he grew up, you are all very young, 14, 15, 16, some, I don't know. So this is the age you grow, both boys and girls. Suddenly you will grow, you will become big people. So as he grew up, he fell in love with a girl. And the author says it's very natural. He fell in with a girl from Grand Marina. What sort of a girl was she? Beautiful girl. Very beautiful girl. And something special about her, she knew that she was beautiful. All girls who are beautiful may not know that they are beautiful. And there are some girls who are not so beautiful, think that they are so beautiful. But here was a girl, she was beautiful and she knew that she was beautiful. She used to hold herself like the daughter of Caesar. That's what the author says. And he fell in love with her and he loved her so much. He could not do without her. Then he had to join King Victor Emmanuel's navy. In many countries, including Italy, many countries abroad. In India, we do not have a compulsory military service. Many countries, young people they have to. They are forced to join the military service. So, our hero also had to join the navy of King Victor Emmanuel. And there what happened? He had to travel places. So when young people are in the service, wherever the king commands or wherever the commander-in-chief orders, they have to go. So they were moving places from country to country. And wherever he went, he kept writing letters. The author says he felt homesick. For two reasons, obviously. He felt homesick because he was away from his loved ones at home. And more than that, away from the girl whom he loved so much. So he kept writing letters both to his house and to his lover. The name of the lover is never mentioned. Did he receive the reply? Did his lover send letters back to him? No. She never wrote back. In spite of that, he kept on writing. It shows how sincere he was in his love. Then, fortunately or unfortunately, he falls sick. A rare disease takes over him. And he is not able to continue his service in the navy, so he had to quit. He was so young, so much overpowered by his intense love, he did not even realize that if I fall sick like this, if I am unfit to serve in the navy, will I be a fitting candidate outside in the world? Will I be able to make a living? Will others appreciate me? He did not think of all these things because his only preoccupation was get back home. Get back home. For what? For what? Young people, you know it. To see his lover more than his family members. Salvatore loses hope and he is shocked. What happened? He was happy that he was affected by some disease so that he could discontinue in the navy and get back home. And when he reached the port, he expected certain people to come there. And his family members were, obviously they were present. They came and embraced him and welcomed back. But his eyes were searching for someone. Where is my love? He could not find her. So, he had a shock. Why she did not turn up? Then he goes to family and he inquires what happened to his lover. And his mother says, yes, I've seen her. Not so much, but once in a while I've seen her. She's around. She's alive. Nothing happened to her. But whether she continues to love him, not so sure. So he goes, personal interest he takes, goes to her house to search for her, goes there and meets the mother of the lover and meets her also. And there he is told a bitter truth. The girl says, I can't marry a man who is not fit enough. Maybe she knew why he has come home without completing his term as the military servant. So she says, I can't marry a man who isn't fit enough. You are sent out because you are unfit to serve in the navy. How can you be fit in life? I don't want to waste my time marrying you. So he lost his hope. He had a shock. So he comes home, leans on his mother and weeps bitterly. So he loses interest in everything. He does not want to show interest in anybody or anything. Because someone whom he loved so dearly has cheated him. Next we come across Asunda falls for Salvatore. Asunda falls for Salvatore. There was a girl called Asunda in his village. She was not so good looking, but a woman who had certain special qualities. She was a practical woman. She was earning quite a bit, and she had future plans for herself. She happened to see Salvatore at a feste. Fest means in a festival. Some festival, she happened to see him and she fell in love with him. So she approaches his mother and proposes her desire to marry him. So mother reveals to Salvatore, like this, there is a girl called Asunda. I like her so much. She is in love with you. She wants to marry you. Is Salvatore happy about it? No, because he has already burned his finger. Already he got cheated. So he thinks that every woman is like that. So he says, she is as ugly as the devil. That's the only thing, only bad comment Salvatore ever made. Otherwise Salvatore was very, very gentle and his mannerisms were very pleasant. It's the only time he says, Asunda was as ugly as the devil. He has no desire to marry her. But later we will find he changes his mind and he marries Asunda. Then their married life starts. What sort of marriage? The married life of Salvatore, how was it? Salvatore worked hard to provide for the family. Salvatore worked hard to provide for his family. If you have read the story, you will find Asunda was a practical woman and she kept on earning and she had some money earned for herself, and she had said if Salvatore marries her, she will give that money for two purposes. First one is to buy a boat, a fishing boat for Salvatore, so that he can have a boat of his own. Secondly, she will give the money to hire a vineyard for him. You know, they are called tenants. They take it for a lease. Take the land for lease and he cultivate, and certain percentage of profit what he get, he'll have to give to the owner. It's called the leasing. So she wanted to take a vineyard which did not have a tenant, so that Salvatore and Asunda can together work in the vineyard. So he was already owning a boat and he had a vineyard to work in. So he worked hard to provide for the family. And Salvatore used to row for miles. Row in a boat. He used to row for miles to go for fishing. And he used to go for fishing often at nights and come back only early in the morning, because that time he can catch very good fishes, fish which is very costly. The author makes mention of cuttlefish which fetches lot of money. So he used to row kilometers together inside the sea, catch the fish and come back by early morning and work the whole day in the vineyard. So the author says he worked from dawn to dusk. Dawn to dusk means the whole day. So he worked dawn to dusk means the entire day he spent working, and at times even he worked at night to earn a living. And later we see him, he suffered from rheumatism. Rheumatism is a disease that affects the joints. All your joints, legs, and wherever there is a joint, it affects you. Have terrible pain, unbearable pain, and your ability to work is diminished. So he had rheumatism. And we will find towards the end, he will be lying in the beach, smoking cigarettes, and some people who saw him smoking the cigarette and lying down on the beach thought that he was a lazy Italian. Actually, he was working from dawn to dusk and working sometimes even at night. And because of the unbearable pain, to reduce the pain, he used to smoke. But people thought he was lazy. And the conclusion, the last but one paragraph. The author says, Salvatore plays with his children caring as a caring father. That's the last but one paragraph. He has got two kids. He takes them to the sea, gives them bath, and enjoys with them. He laughed like an angel. Laughed like an angel. A sincere laugh. And he used to place the smallest child in his hand and used to look at him and laugh. So a father who cared for his children. So that was Salvatore. And in the last paragraph we have seen yesterday, the author says, I started saying, I wondered if I could do it. What is it that I could do it while I portray Salvatore? While I draw the picture of Salvatore? While I depict who Salvatore is, whether I can hold your attention for few pages. Then he concludes saying, even when Salvatore lost everything, he had one thing, that rarest of qualities, that is goodness, inherent goodness. Dear students, this is a detailed story. Those of you who haven't read the story, please read it once more. And for your homework, in your workbook, please read pages 5 onwards, 5 to 10. Workbook, pages 5 to 10, please read it out. Thank you.